Hey everyone, it's Tara again, and today I get to talk to you about coaching while working. So some of you are working out of the home right now, and this coaching opportunity was presented to you, and you maybe are a little hesitant because you think that you can't do it while juggling a job or juggling a family or juggling whatever life has presented you with at the time. And I'm here to kind of just talk to you a little bit about what it's done for me and how I do it, because I do currently work outside of the home, and I have 3 children and a home and everything else that comes along with that. So, some people just are quick to assume that this is something that takes a lot of time, that you see us posting our workouts, you see us sharing things on social media, talking about challenge groups, you see us just sharing, and you automatically assume that this is something that's going to require a large amount of your time, and it's not going to be something that you can do because you don't have that time. I know, because I thought the same thing. When this opportunity was first presented to me, I saw a lot of people having success, and I thought, oh, but they don't have as much on their plate as I do. They're not working or full-time, or they don't have 3 kids, or they must have this huge support system at home, or whatever it might be. I just thought their situation was different than mine, and I wouldn't be able to do it. And most likely their situation is different than mine. We all have different situations, but we all can manage it somehow on our own. We can all create this time together. And I just totally can relate to where you guys are, because I was there just not that long ago, and I used that excuse that I couldn't do it because of other things going on in my life for a while. I used that as an excuse, but I'm here to tell you that we have time for whatever we want to have time for. We have time for anything that interests us, anything that we're passionate about, anything that drives us. If you want something really bad, you have the time for it. You can create that time. Even if it's just that you want to work on your health and your fitness goals, you can create 30 minutes a day. Don't tell me you can't create 30 minutes a day. You can create 30 minutes a day. And just the same goes with coaching. You can create 30 minutes a day for coaching, whether it's 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, whatever it might be. However much time you can create, you can do it somehow. And when people tell me, oh, I don't have time, like, I'm gonna make it really real right now. I'm like rolling my eyes in the back of the head because I'm like, I have no time, and I managed to make this happen because I know how important it is to me and my family. So really, if I can do this and I can pull this off, I really believe that you guys can as well. Anyone can. It's just, it comes down to how important this is to you, not all of the responsibilities in your life, because we all have those. So, on that note, I just want to kind of tell you a little bit about my day and how I do it. My days have always been busy, so I'll give you a little rundown of how it works, but at the moment I'm waking up at about 5:15 in the morning. I'd love to aim for about 5 a.m., but I have like 18 alarms that go off, and I'm just crawling out of bed around 5:15, 5:20 in the morning to do my workout. That's my time. That's time that I'm creating for myself. I had to create this time. I was working out at night. It wasn't working, and I moved it to the morning. I noticed that when I was working out at night, I wasn't as into it. I had a lot on my mind, a lot of the stress from the day of things that I needed to get done, and it just wasn't a good thing for me. I wasn't consistent with it, and I wanted to make sure I achieved my health goals, so I needed to move that to the morning. I'm not a morning person, so it was a huge adjustment. Waking up just that 30 minutes earlier, it was a huge adjustment for me. But I've made it a routine, and just like everything in life, if you need to make a routine out of it. So if you have a routine at your job, you need to have a routine with your workouts, you need to have a routine with your coaching business, you need to set a schedule. So my schedule starts in the morning with my workouts. That's my time, that's for me. I don't surf Facebook, I don't let distractions get in the way. Usually my kids are still asleep. Sometimes the baby has this radar on me, and he knows that I'm up, and he comes out and he joins me for my workouts. But that's really time for me to focus on me before all the stress of the day comes in. My mind's clear. It gives me more energy for the day, and that's my workout routine. So that's one routine. Now I'll continue with my daily routine and my coaching routine. So then after I work out, I have to get ready for work. I have to pack all the kids' lunches and snacks. I get the kids up, and we're out the door by 7 o'clock in the morning. On a good day, sometimes it's a few minutes later, but we strive to be out the door by 7 a.m. I then have to drop the big boys off at their school and then take the baby to his school and drop him off and get to work by 8 o'clock. Now, once I'm at work, it's go, go, go. There's not really any downtime. I teach pre-K children with special needs, so there's really no time to do anything else but focus on them during the day. I do get like about a 20-minute lunch break to eat my lunch during the day, and at that time I do check in with my challenge group and see what all my challengers are up to. But it's not a huge break. After school, after I get out of work, I then have to go pick up the kids, bring them home, and then it's the daily fight to get them to do their homework. If you're a mom, I'm sure you can relate to that. Fight them to do their homework, and then I have to cook dinner. I have to then fight them to get into the bath and fight them to go to bed. So if I'm lucky, they're in bed by about 9 o'clock at night. And everything between pretty much 7 and 9 is just a mad rush all day long. I feel like I'm in a rush to get things done, to get to where I need to go. Once everybody's settled down about 9, that's when I do my power hour, which is when I focus on my coaching business. People are usually still awake, so I'll sit down in front of the computer, I'll respond to some messages, I'll check in with my challenge groups, I'll post anything about upcoming challenge groups or events like this one, and that's really my time that I created for my business, is just about an hour after the kids go to sleep where I need to just sit and look on my phone and see what's going on. How can I keep building this business? How can I check in with everybody and help keep them motivated? Let me see how everybody's doing, celebrate any successes, whatever's going on on that day. It changes day to day. It's not like we have a boss where, we have to do a certain thing every day. We literally get to do what we want to do every day. And that's like a typical day. That's a good day. And that's all it really takes. It takes, that I want to do this, I will do this, and I'm going to create time to do this. Of course, after I do the power hour, it's not like I get to go to bed and, life still carries on. I still need to make lunches, shower, get everything ready. It's still just a crazy busy day. But I created just a little pocket of time in there. Some days, it doesn't happen. I don't get a full hour. Some days I get a little bit more than an hour. So again, it changes, but we don't have a boss telling us what we have to do. But that's an ideal day. That's a good day. Now let me take you back to about a year and a half ago when I was first introduced with this opportunity. My life was pretty much just as chaotic as it is today. And I came up with every excuse imaginable as to why I couldn't build this business. It was just too stressful. I had so much on my plate. I had a baby. I had 2 older boys that needed me. I was chauffeuring them around. They had responsibilities. Everything that a mom has, plus a working mom who is spending now 8 hours out of the home in addition to that. It was just go, 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 go time. It really was. And I couldn't figure out how to how would I add something else to my plate when I barely had control of what was going on in my life at that time. And then fast forward a whole year and something just clicked. And why did it click is because I had to get in my own head. I needed this to work. I wanted this to work. I was in love with the products. I was in love with the programs, and I said, I need to pay this forward, and I need this also to pay my family forward. I needed it to help my family. So I finally said enough with my excuses. They're not greater than my why. And I spoke to you a little bit about this the other day, but my why is my children. What drives me to, do what I do every day is my children. And when I got into my own head and I said, I will do this, success then followed. It's mindset. Mindset's key with everything. Even with when you're on your fitness journey, when people are like, oh, I hope that this is going to work and I hope I'm going to lose weight. I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't say I hope. You say I'm going to do this and I will do this and I am going to lose that 20, 30, 40 pounds or whatever it might be, or I'm going to start eating clean. You need to change that in your head, not just say I hope this works. No, you need to say it will work. And when I became more confident, not by experiences, not because I became more confident as a coach because I was getting amazing challengers on and everything, because it wasn't the case. I was starting from pretty much nothing. But when I got into my own head and I built my own confidence and changed, how I was talking to myself, and controlling my mind and controlling my doubts that I had in myself, success continued to follow. So I'm here to tell you, and to tell those of you that think that because you work or that you have a family or that you have tons of responsibilities that you cannot coach, and that is completely false. You can. You have the ability not only to coach, but you have the ability to help others who are struggling. Help others who are struggling, with their weight loss, with their health goals, with their own. Maybe they're in a situation where they need this coaching opportunity to be presented to them, because I really needed it. And maybe people that are like me, and everybody's situation is very different. But you have the ability to change your life and so many others. So throw that excuse that, oh, I can't do it because I'm working, out the window. Would I have more time to work the business if I didn't work? Absolutely, of course. Can I tell you that I would be more successful because I wouldn't be working? I can't tell you that, because I'd also have a lot more time to sit down on the couch and surf Facebook and be distracted by things. So instead, I just have focused on really managing my time and devoting that solid 1 hour to working the business most nights, and little pockets of windows here and there that I can. During the day, I do think of ideas. I think of things that come to my mind, like maybe while I'm at work, of things I want to post or things I want to do with my challengers. And I will jot those ideas down. And then when I come to sit down in front of my phone or the computer at night, I'll then work on those. Not everything gets done every day. You have to I've learned that in all aspects of life. My to-do list never really gets crossed off each day. Things carry over. But just manage your time. Like I said, create those little pockets of time that you can have. The greatest thing in this business is that it is pretty much entirely worked from your phone. I have my son's old laptop that I work off of that has like no memory. It's like this really rinkety-dinkety laptop, and I usually only use that when I'm typing things up, but pretty much 99% of the business is from your phone, which, if in today's society, we always have our phone on us. So, you can create 5 minutes here and there, while you're waiting in line at the grocery store or something along those lines, but just, you can do it. You can create that time. If you're somebody that's constantly on Facebook or Pinterest, or one of those people that watches all those Netflix marathons, maybe you can dabble into some of that time to work on your coaching. It depends on how much you really want this and how much you really need something like this to come into your life and change your life. Another thing is, I say working your business and I say working coaching business, but it's not really work. Like the word work usually means like you actually have to do something you don't really want to do. But there's no boss over you. There's nobody telling you what you have to do or how you have to do it, how much time you have to devote to it, or anything along those lines. You really can work it when you want, how you want, where you want. And it's something that's really natural. When I say work the business, I'm really just talking with my friends, chit-chatting with girlfriends, empowering women, telling them, what they can do, cheering on my challengers, cheering on my coaches, meeting new people, because we meet amazing people in our teams and everything that you might not usually meet out of the Beachbody experience, but meeting new people. So work isn't really feeling like work so much. And another thing is, I'm pretty much with kids all day long and all night long. And so this I actually look forward to working the business because it's like my adult time. It's like the time that I get to talk with other women, other moms, other, you know, people that have similar stories to me, that are relatable to me, that I can kind of be like, oh my God, the kids were horrible today, or whatever it might be. So it's like, it's kind of like my venting time and my me time for the day too. So, you know, it's like a refreshing thing, because like, you know, I'm catering to people all day long, little people, little kids all day long. So it's like, it's nice to finally like spend a little bit of time working on me. Even though that it's something that I'm doing for my kids, and something that I'm doing for my friends by helping them, you know, achieve results and things like that. It's something that I'm giving back to other people. It still feels like it's something that is done for me. So it's a very rewarding experience too. It doesn't feel like work, and you get rewarded immensely with this. So to kind of conclude everything, whether you work outside the home or you don't let that be a deciding factor. You know, don't let, you have nothing to lose by trying it out and seeing how you can kind of manage your time and squeeze it all in and do it. You really have nothing to lose to give it a shot. And if you need help with, you know, time management, you know, and squeezing it all in, you can always comment on this video, or speak with the coach who invited you to this sneak peek. But you can do this. I believe everybody can do this. Don't let just because you work be an excuse. You know, life is going to keep passing by, and nothing's going to change unless you do something to change it. But I see this opportunity as, yes, I might have to invest a little bit more time into it right now, but it's going to pay me back tenfold later on. I see it as something that's going to free up my time, that's going to give me more flexibility with my time, more freedom with my time. So yeah, I might have to put in the work now, but it's going to come back around to me. So, you know, if, like I said, if you want to chat more, if you want more ideas, more information, I think I've gone long enough on this video, but if you have anything that you want to talk about, you can comment below. I'd be happy to help you, you know, manage your time a little bit better, or discuss it a little bit more, or talk to the coach that invited you to the sneak peek. But I hope I touched on some of your concerns. I hope I reassured you that you most definitely can do this, and don't let those obstacles get in your way. And I hope I handled any of your misconceptions that you might have had about coaching and how much time and pressure is on you, because there's really not. It's really something that's up to you. So with that said, enjoy the rest of our sneak peek, and I hope everybody has a great day. So thank you for sticking with me for this video. Bye.